Hello and welcome. Today we're talking about something that could mean big changes for residents in Essex and Tendring, and that's local government reorganisation. I'm joined by Tendring District Council leader Mark Stephenson to talk us through some of those changes. Welcome, Mark.
Welcome, James.
Let's start with the basics. What exactly is local government reorganisation?
How to describe that? I think what you've got to think of is the 15 councils that form up Essex now. If they're all going to be scrapped, and what you're going to do is they're going to come back into a different format. So the current formats are 3, 4 and 5. And so typically what it might possibly look like is Braintree, Colchester and Tendring forming one super council or a unitary.
People might also have heard about the idea of devolution and of an Essex mayor. Is that the same thing?
No, although there are some connections. Devolution is giving more power and funding from government to Essex, and it comes in the hands of an elected mayor and a combined authority. That will probably be made up of representatives from all the local councils.
There's also a separate conversation happening about a Clacton Town Council. Is that part of this?
Not directly, but if Tendring District Council no longer exists, we think it's important that there's an element of local voice. Apart from Clacton, Holland-on-Sea and Jaywick, the rest of Tendring has a parish or town council, and so we're asking people in those areas if they want one too. A consultation is currently live. The people have until the end of, I think it's the end of September, to have their say on this.
Back to local government reorganisation. You mentioned there are several proposals on the table.
There are. Government asked Essex as a whole to put forward a submission by the 26th of September on how to reshape councils in the area. It's important to note that while we put forward proposals and preferences, it is a government that makes the final decision, not me. There will be consultation from government in the autumn and winter, and I anticipate a decision sometime next spring. There are 4 proposals being developed to submit to government, one for 3 unitaries to cover Essex, one for 5 unitaries, which will also cover Essex, and there are 2 different proposals for 4 unitaries, which will also cover all of Essex. You can see the details of each of these proposals on our website, and it's finalised out online, I think, essexlgrhub.org.
And we're backing the option for 5 unitaries. Why is that?
There's a host of reasons. But the 5 key principles that we went with were localism, a sense of place and geography, structures of existing partnerships, ensuring ongoing delivery of high quality services, and financial sustainability. I'm glad I remembered all 5. Having examined the information available at this stage, and I say at this stage because we haven't seen all the proposals, we feel, and that's myself and the Cabinet, that the 5 unitary proposals best meet this criteria. It gives us the smallest councils, therefore closest to people. It gives Tendring with Colchester and Braintree a unified geographical area and lots of links and existing partnerships that already exist. It's also financially sustainable, delivering high quality services. I think there are other reasons. Of course, each proposal will have its pros and cons. Our preference for 5 is on balanced decision, weighing up a number of different factors. I recognise that also that not all councillors will agree, but having listened to the views from across the council, and I've even phoned up members that weren't able to make the full council meeting, the majority view is that 5 works best for Tendring.
Some people might ask, do we have to back any of this? Why not just keep things as they are?
I recognise that perception. It's one I hold of my own. If I had my choice, we wouldn't be doing LGR, but that's not what it is. This is certainly a case to be made for this not worth doing. However, and I say however, this has been a clear manifesto commitment of the current government and, what people forget, indeed the previous government talked about this. And therefore we're working to prepare Tendring for whatever changes come now. We must remember this is not our decision to take. What is most important is that Tendring is in the best possible position and we can grasp the opportunities provided by the changes, whatever those changes look like. And to give you an example, it would be nice to be able to mend our own roads and fill those potholes. I am keen to hear the views of our residents. I'm asking Cabinet to back a 5 unitary option based on the key principles I just outlined, and have asked councillors from across the chamber. I welcome the public's thoughts too, though. And don't forget, there's a government consultation that comes out later this year, so people can have their say on that too.
Thank you very much, Councillor Stephenson. So to recap, local government reorganisation could change how councils work across Essex. While the final decision rests with the government, we're putting forward our views now to help shape the future in tendering.